E for MarketWizards.com and eMiniWizard.com. It is about 10 after 11 on the 28th of February, reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. So far, the longs have been contras, the shorts have been an intraday trend trade against yesterday's range. And basically this range yesterday that we went through, fast up and the squeeze, is all being re-auctioned right now. And I'm again suggesting traders to think conservatively. If you're in a short, paid for sure by 85 to 82, luck is below that. And these are successive trades. What happens is these are successive trades that if you're in this trade, these are lower highs, which is a pattern, but you take successively more risk each time if you enter a trade. So anything below the 82 is the gravy territory and must be paid ideas coming into this 85 to 82, this box right here. And then at one point you chase too late and then you give it right back and perhaps then some. So conservative approach, make sure you're paid coming in as we are testing the bottom of the overnight range. And we're still looking at this chart, 15 and the 5. Clearly on the 5-minute chart, an umbrella, but as we said yesterday, certainly not on the 15 because that's below us as support. And if we're looking at yesterday's range, then we have to look at this objectively and say, first things first, you cannot even think about testing yesterday's lows without breaking our overnight lows. That's why I'm trying to help you be conservative in your expectations. And over time, these ideas, I think, will help you. Not necessarily on any one day, but over time. So we already know that the tails in here dried up. So we know that this range is an important first defender ahead of 75. And now what we're doing is trying to put together the pieces of a puzzle saying, okay, so that may be the next support target below where we are. That's one way to do that. And obviously another. So I try to point these ideas out to help you to, it's not just about these numbers today, it's about these type patterns. And if you really want to look at the meat of yesterday's range, and discard the top two and the bottom two, then this is the meat of yesterday's move. And stop run up here and then come back in and range trade today. And that's the bucket shop close. got you, knocked you out. Yeah, I know you wanted to go short, but I got you anyways. And then nasty, they come back. Down, up, down. The contras have worked for lower highs. And the trend trades have worked to keep testing, depress, and test support. And the good fortune is to get to 82 and below. And remind you that the morning trade, the primary trade, will be ending shortly, within a half an hour. If you've had a good morning playing hit and run, make sure you lock some profits and take them home, even if you miss something. So what? Name of the game is to take some capital out of the market with as little risk as possible and to accumulate. I've suggested to you that got a power pivot back here at 84 and a quarter, and that's worked very well today to help get us back to that magnet. Still an inside day. Looking at 2 days worth of trading. And obviously a range type trade so far. Globex chart. Above and below on a 5-minute chart. S1, we'll put a 10. There's your 10, and here's our base chart to 15, and admittedly, looks like an ink blot test. So I'm still not saying anything other than range type trading. And good fortune below the overnight low and above the overnight high. Range trading we call for and playing hit and run. Black, 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 black. And then you can get one bar that will undo all of this. Just catching some shorts too aggressive. Even especially on a new low. Just like yesterday. Boom, gotcha. So this is taking yesterday's range and extending it for 2 days, and then we can really see what's happening with yesterday's levels. And we're in the pipe right now, all right? 40% of the time, according to Murray, is spent in the pipe. And that pipe is these two middle boxes. Hit and run has been advised. So far, that's worked fairly well. Right back into that pivot zone that we thought might be shaping up today. Shorts have had a great morning. Don't squander profits. It's my best advice. You start chasing lower and lower and lower, and next thing you know, you're going to give it right back. We had said today, we thought first priority would be to see resistance 88s to 92s. So far, that has helped the shorts, but there's not been a lot of penetration south side that has stayed there. And we've had very little penetration under 85 that's held. So word to the wise, think of this as range type trading. And if you miss a good trade short because you're a little more conservative, that's okay. If the shorts have all morning and cannot take out the lows, then the bias is really going to start to switch to the long side for testing the upside resistance. Anybody that is trying to buy the support, you get back up to the 87 to 89s, paid for sure. Good fortune above. We've been making lower highs, slightly lower lows, but still inconclusive. And sometimes you just get this shake and bake, catches the late shorts and then squeezes like they did yesterday. Our support zone holding for now, but so is our resistance. Range trade it. Not much activity below 85. You can see it. And I know some traders think this is a boring day, but you know what? If you're range trading, you're popping off a couple points here and there, do it a couple of times. Nothing boring about that. Trying to stay focused is the key, and keeping your emotions under control. Both sides have capital today, and congrats if you traded. If you only picked one side that you liked and focused on that. Don't have to be a two-way trader in a range. Very tough. Two-way trading works when you've got a nice sharp move in one direction, and then you think, okay, it's time for a contra or whatever. But in range trading, very hard in a smaller range to do that. The theory's there, but the actual execution of it much harder. So a guy like Brian that likes the upside bias, you're going to look to buy closer to support and say, okay, I got something. I'm going to try a trailer for a point or two, and if not, I'm just going to hit and run, take it. It comes back down and go and do it again. And then the time you just step out and say, I'm going to lunch, that's when the thing flies. And you say, oh my God, why didn't I hold that one? It just happens. You don't know until hindsight. Nobody knows. Accumulate. Fairly neutral day. We've seen the support so far has held, but not a lot of offense on the longs part. Right? Just get out of here. Get out of here. But new highs are, and the gap still there. I said today, don't overthink your trading. Play hit and run, that's the highest. And the reason for that, best reason I said, was because of this chart. because it gave me the opinion that the more logical trade was to come back in here and redo this territory. Hope you guys had a good morning.